The final book in the Bible is known as the Revelation to St. John. It is a magnificent book, which sadly continues to be misunderstood and often read in very unhelpful ways. It's a real challenge to say something worthwhile in a few minutes, but let me at least give a few pointers. The book of Revelation is written in a style called apocalyptic. The word means revelation, disclosure, making known. This style or genre first appeared about 250 BC and is found in both Old and New Testaments, best known in the book of Daniel and, of course, Revelation. Writers of apocalyptic took a simple, dualistic view of history and the world. They focus on strong contrasts, such as light and darkness, good and bad, this age and the next. There is a fascination with numbers and secret codes, which only the initiated will understand. It uses vivid, visual, and often quite weird symbolic language to get its message across. Perhaps most important, at least for our point of view, is the expression of hope at the end of time. A hope that has sustained believers under real or perceived persecution for countless centuries. The bottom line is that no matter what believers are undergoing now, how much they are suffering, how many are being killed for their faith in God, in the end, the faithful will be rewarded with a new heaven and a new earth. The overarching message is that God is in control of history. We see this at the very beginning of the book of Revelation, when Jesus is referred to as the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Incidentally, these two letters, the first and last of the Greek alphabet, are traced onto the great Paschal candle at Easter Day. It's worth reading the 7 letters to the churches found in the opening chapters of Revelation. They give a picture of what was happening in the early church, and each picks up characteristics of the particular town or geographical area which receives the letter. There are quite beautiful hymns of praise embedded in the text. And of course, we find the fascinating and intriguing account of a mighty cosmic battle when the Archangel Michael is pitted against that ancient serpent who is called the devil or Satan. Incidentally, despite popular belief, the serpent in Genesis 3, who tempted Adam and Eve to eat the forbidden fruit, is more of a trickster and not necessarily to be identified as Satan. That seems to have been a later development in understanding. A few verses from chapter 21 are often read at funerals as the heavenly vision of a new city and new earth is offered, where mourning and crying and pain will be no more, and the gift of water is given to the thirsty. The book closes with a deep, heartfelt cry, an utterance really, Maranatha, come Lord Jesus. May that be our constant cry and prayer and hope. Come Lord Jesus, Maranatha.